Ever wondered to yourself sometime why you're still playing this game?
Same.
But the answer is simple, isn't it? You're probably addicted to the game. But have you ever wondered why? Believe it or not, also is designed to make you want to play more. It may or may not have been intentional. I wonder. Well, when it comes to addiction, we have the very start, where you first got to know the game. No game addiction starts without you first trying out the game for the first time. When people found this game, they first tried it because it's free. If Osu was paid, a lot of them probably wouldn't have bothered. The next thing is that the game controls are simple. I'm not talking about the entire game being simple or maps being simple. I'm talking about the core controls. It's easy to learn how to play Osu and then start getting into it 5 minutes after downloading the game. After all, the tutorial is only a minute or so. It only has 3 core controls, which is when you see the circle, you move your cursor over and you click it. See a slider, you click it but you hold down your button and you move with the direction of the slider. And then when you have a spinner, you drag and spin across the screen. And that's it. The rest of the game plays around these 3 core parts. It's easy to learn, and then the rest is learning the rest and getting better at it. So Osu's controls are very straightforward. Addictive games, the controls are straightforward. Think of games like Flappy Bird, Temple Run, and such, because it's easy to get into. When you start playing, you can start enjoying the game immediately without having maybe an hour or more of tutorial or learning how to play the game properly or decently. I mean, what I said about Osu's controls is extremely watered down, but yeah, at its core, Osu is simple. And it definitely looks very simple to someone who has seen the game, who has never played the game, and has seen it for the first time. I mean, it doesn't look that simple, but it's a lot simpler than looking at things like League or StarCraft or Hearthstone for the first time. And another reason why Osu is simple is because a player can pop in a song and then just leave the game. You can play the game quick. It's a short, so-called time waster game. If you have a little bit of time to kill, Osu is an extremely lightweight game to play. With simple controls and generally little effort to get into and little time taken, it's easy to get in and go and leave or quit. Have 10 minutes before you have to leave home? Okay, play a song or 2 and then go away. You can't do that sort of thing with League or Overwatch where you have to take a match that probably lasts half an hour. Even quick play would be at least 10 minutes. It's not enough. And have you ever had a game or a show you wanted to watch or get into or play, but then the idea or looking at the show or the game it seemed so tiring to start that you never did it? Yeah, Osu is kind of like the opposite of that. I mean, it's not the most simple, but it's simple enough for someone to quickly learn it. The basic controls, like things like Cuphead and getting over it. They are addictive and fun to play, to get into, because it's easy to boot up and understand the controls very quickly, and then start enjoying the experience of the actual game. But whether you're good at playing, it's a completely other thing. But then let's just get to the next part, which is how people get completely hooked. Okay, what I've talked about just now is just the basic controls of the game, how Osu is easy to get into. But that's not what makes it so addictive, like what makes you stick to the game and keep playing and where you can't stop. The thing that makes Osu so addictive is very obviously the rankings, but there's other things attached to that. Osu is a solo game, so everything is done by you. There is no such thing as, oh, I was being boosted or carried by my teammates. No, nothing. Everything is all by your skill. There is no easy way to the game than using the mods in the game to make it easier, but even then the game would discredit you for using those. And other than that, you could just, well, those people who choose to hack, which in the end is also not by them. People don't think they're genuine. So when it comes to doing everything by yourself, you know it's really you. You're the one who achieved this. Also is a game where you have to put effort. The player has to put in effort for them to achieve any nice scores or results. So when players do hit their goal, they finally FC something, there's a really big sense of accomplishment because they actually did it. But what makes you want more in the end is the rankings. Ranking in OSU is an actual number, unlike other games where they have medals. When you beat someone, you see the number go up. Get smaller, so you can see that your rank is higher now. It's a lot more personal than being in a group medal or something like that. You don't feel yourself being beaten or getting bettered by people around you every day. So let's say you're in gold, and then other people around you are getting better. Like, 100 people get to platinum in a day, but you don't see yourself losing. You see yourself as, I'm a gold player. But in OSU, when 100 people overtake you, you can feel the loss. Numbers are a lot more personal for a player. So yeah, these numbers really make people hooked, and you can feel yourself decaying. There's this thing called the completion principle. So, in people or humans, yeah, where we have to finish something we've started or have done halfway. Like for example, if I were to halfway make this video, but then someone tells me to stop and do something else, I would feel a huge urge of going back and finishing it because I want to finish things that I've not finished. So people feel this a lot, and it's especially strong when it comes to choking on the end of maps because players feel that they can actually full combo the map. So they'll feel that I need to keep going, I need to retry. So when they are taken away from the game, like it's late and they need to sleep, or they have school or work to do, the entire time they'll think about, I want to play the game. And that's what makes people come back and keep playing and keeps you hooked. It comes to a point where they don't actually want to play the game, they just want to fix this mistake, so-called mistake they made. And yeah, another point is that it takes 21 days to form a habit, and because of how OSU is quite addicting, it makes you want to play every day because you want to gain up in rank, and the feeling of falling, the feeling of loss is so scary. People keep going every day. For every day, the moment it hits 1, 2, 3 weeks, it's a habit. So when they can't play OSU, they really feel like doing it. It literally becomes an addiction. So yeah, wrapping everything up, OSU is very easy to play, so people can get into it easily and then start becoming emotionally invested because of how the game works. Everything is up to them. The sense of personal accomplishment and personal improvement, and the feeling of that they want to beat other people at the same time. This keeps people hooked, and also the fear of decay. And that's how OSU addiction works. Thanks for watching if you stayed here this far. With this knowledge, I think that if you want to quit this, you should do the inverse of what this video has said and take less value of the game. But yeah, thanks for watching, I guess.